Welcome back everyone to the Zombie Sound Quiz. This is Sound Quiz 11. Today I'm joined by Aqua Soul. How are you doing, my man?
Hey man, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on.
Always, man. It's great to have new people on. Right, well, anyway, we'll see how well you do on this. Obviously, you've already taken Jack's quiz so far and have been a winner.
Well, I feel like that might be a bit more of my expertise, you know? I might go ahead on Jeopardy, but when it comes to sounds, I don't have my hopes too high. I won't be surprised if I just come out with no points, but I'll give it a shot. It's all for fun, you know?
I will briefly go over the rules for everyone at home. I will leave the question sheet down in the description and a pinned comment for you all with timestamps so you can find the particular question easily. I will read out the question once. Sol will then go and listen to the sound multiple times. He then will tell me his final answer by saying final answer, and he has the use of one lifeline where he can ask me for a particular hint on some form of question. Other than that, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Question 1. How does a player hear this sound effect in Zombies?
I think that's the Sentinel artifact from the Chaos story whenever you grab it in Dead of a Night, Voyage, or Ancient Evil. Not in 9, I don't know why it's not in that map, but I'm going to go with picking up the Sentinel artifact in a Chaos map in BO4. Final answer.
Correct. It is indeed picking up the Sentinel artifact within Voyage of Despair, Dead of the Night, and Ancient Evil. Question 2. When does a player hear this sound in Zombies?
It's annoying because it's the kind of thing where, like, as soon as you tell me, I'll know, like, exactly where it's from. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna say BO3 because I can't think it. I know the sound and I can't think of it playing in BO4, so I'm gonna go with BO3. So I'm gonna go with opening a door sound effect on Black Ops 3. Final answer.
Wrong.
Yeah, thought so.
It's the sound of a power-up running out.
Oh, yeah, okay, that does make sense.
Question 3. Identify the song and what map it was introduced on.
The one on Kino de Toten. Final answer.
You got 1 point there at least.
Okay.
The map is Shinonuma. Question 4. What is a player doing here?
To me, I mean, what I think it sounds like, I can't imagine it sounding like anything else, you know? I'm pretty sure that is literally just like meleeing something, like meleeing like a wall. Because I think like Black Ops 3, when you're like knifing a door or something, or knifing a pick machine, and it makes that sound effect, I'm just gonna go with like meleeing a wall, or meleeing something that obviously isn't supposed to be meleeed. Final answer.
I can't give you it because it's not specific enough. Knifing a metal object is what I wanted.
Okay.
Question 5. When does a player hear these sound effects?
I definitely have pretty good feeling on this. So towards the latter half of that, it sort of reminds me of a Shadows of Evil tram. I think it's the tram from Shadows of Evil, because like the second half of that, it did sound like the tram like sort of coming towards you, like when you call it. Final answer.
Wrong.
Of course, man, of course.
You hear it during a ritual. That's the sound of the summoning key basically being put down and going boom. This is a 2-point question, also backwards and sped up.
Bit extreme, but I'll give it a shot.
Question 6. Identify the song and what map it was introduced on.
That was the most disturbing thing I've ever listened to. I'm leaning towards Where Are We Going? And if it's not that, then I have no idea what it is. So some of that it's so weird because it's backwards, sped up, is like it's distorted in all these ways. You can still sort of like make it out. So I definitely feel like it's Where Are We Going? And that was obviously introduced on Mob. There was also the remix on Blood, which I don't think that is, but I think I'm gonna say Where Are We Going? And the map it was introduced on is Mob of the Dead. Final answer.
You have just become the second person to get question 6 right on this entire quiz show. Well done.
I get PS and I, the question 6 victors. I hope you're proud, Greg. I hope you're proud. Zombies community, I'll go down in history for this one, alright?
Question 7. Whereabouts on Zetsubou No Shima can you hear this sound?
Well, that was very disturbing. I'm going to say by the stamina machine. Final answer.
Yeah, it's close enough. I mean, it's in the same area. Basically, the player will hear that by interacting with a metal door on that walkway, which is just above the fast travel tubes by the green water area, near the stamina machine. And if you interact with those two big metal doors, then you will hear that screaming sound.
How did I remember that? That was so weird. That just came into my head in the last second.
Question 8. Which character makes these banging sound effects in a Treyarch Zombies game?
I'm just going to say Mason from Black Ops 1. Final answer.
It's a shame that I can't give you that.
No, man.
The thing is, you got it right. It is the Black Ops 1 main menu, and it was meant to catch you out, and you managed to see it through my catch out ability.
So it was the zombie, was it?
It was the zombie, and I would have accepted either a zombie banging on the window or Jason Hudson turning into a zombie and coming and banging the window. Either one. Question 9. Which weapon is making the sound effects?
To me, that sounds like something like icy, something that causes a blizzard. But I feel like it's a wonder weapon. I feel like it's some sort of like freezing wonder weapon or freezing gun. Between the Winter's Howl and Ice Staff, I'm leaning more towards Winter's Howl. I'm gonna go with Winter's Howl. Final answer.
Wrong.
Man, what was it?
That's the sound of the wolf bow missing a few sound effects. Question 10. Which map has these ambient sounds in it?
I'm thinking a swamp right off the bat. It is weird because I'm still leaning towards like a swamp map, but I kind of thought of Dead of the Night just because it's very like wooded, very like wilderness type area. I'm expecting to get it wrong. Even if I did say Shino, I'd expect to get it wrong, but I'm just going to go with Dead of the Night. Final answer.
Wrong. Zetsubou No Shima.
Okay, you know what? Of the three, that's the one I wasn't going to go for.
Question 11. How can a player activate this last part of the sound effect?
Just thinking about what you can do on Classified, I'm just gonna take a guess and say building the teleporter to pack a punch on Classified. Final answer.
Wrong. It's interacting with the red phones. Question 12. Which map can you hear this sound in from BO2 and BO3 Zombies?
I think the best thing to do is just go for Origins, and I don't know what else it could be, so I'm gonna say the Origins. Final answer.
Correct, it is Origins, but it is actually just a player using a shovel and digging up a dig spot with a weapon as a reward, and that's the sound effect you hear from it. Question 13. Whereabouts on the map Moon can you hear this?
You know what, if you asked me what it was on Moon, I would have said the spaceman like stepping towards you or something, because it sounds like someone's coming, you know, it sounds pretty creepy. I'm gonna say Tunnel 6. Final answer.
Wrong. It's above the MPD or underneath the teleporter pad. It's the electrical beams. Question 14. Which map can you hear these sounds in?
That definitely sounded like creaking, you know, like something broken. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Buried. I'll go with Buried. Final answer.
Wrong. Shinonima. It's one of the huts creaking. Question 15. Which map can you hear these sounds in, and what is the player doing in game to make these sounds happen?
Because I still have my lifeline, and this is one where I feel like I'll at least be close, I think this is probably the place to use it. So I think I'm going to use my lifeline.
He's using the lifeline. Alright, the hint is that this sound can be heard on a Black Ops 1 map, and it can be heard either when the player is doing the Easter egg on that map, or if they're just running about and interacting with the object anyway.
I'm gonna say using the excavator on Moon, final answer. Or stopping it, sorry, final answer.
Wrong. For the dead, and it's interacting with the levers up on the, basically the poop deck, I think it is called, or the bridge, where the power switch is. Question 16. Identify the song and what game it's from.
Oh man, it sounds like Damned, alright? But obviously Damned is in every game, which makes it quite difficult. It's not, okay, not BO2, not BO4, right? I'm pretty confident in that. I'll go with Damned on BO3, main menu music, obviously, final answer.
Okay, you got 1 point on that. It was Damned, and it was from BO1. Well done, Aqua Soul. You've done very well on this. You got 7 out of 20.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, you know? Like, I mean, considering I thought I'd get 1 at most, I can move on with 7, you know? I can live a good life. You can all be mad at me in the comments, especially you, Greg, you know? I'm proud of your performance. You ain't proud of mine. You guys can be as mad at me as you want, but I can move on with 7. I'm happy with that.
I do ask this of all contestants, so they have a choice if they wish to take part in this bit at the end or not. If you want to recommend anyone else for the sound quiz, now's your chance to do so. They can be big or small, it doesn't really matter.
You know what? I'm gonna recommend somebody who has very controversial opinions. I don't even talk to him much, but I dropped him in my recent video, and I just thought it was hilarious how much he hates Ancient Evil and probably hates a lot of BO4. So I'm gonna go with Redact. You should go for it, my man. Give it your best shot.
Well, either way, it was a pleasure having you on, and it's nice to have somebody who's a little different in the community come on and have a go at this.
Nah, I really do appreciate it. I didn't think you'd reach out, but I appreciate you asking me a ton. And this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself, so thank you again.
Other than that, let us know how you guys all did at home as well. And with that being said, I will see you in the next sound quiz very, very soon. See you then. Question 7. What makes this sound in BO4 Zombies?
BO4 Zombies, right?
Mm-hmm.
What? I give up. This sounds like as if it's like an Ancient Evil